Welcome back. This is the third time I filmed this, by the way. I keep trying. The first time I had my camera sitting on this, and it was too low. The second time, it was sitting where it was, but I had it zoomed in all the way for some reason, so it was like right here in my face. I don't know why. But anyway, welcome back. Today, if you can't tell by the boxes, I've got some spacers. I'm pretty much known for having horrible fitment on my car because of the wide body, and I bought wheels that really didn't go with it because it's not a low enough offset, but it's whatever. I was gonna buy spacers a long time ago. The reason I didn't was because they were about $300 just for some spacers. They were on ECS tuning. They were the only ones that were like 30 mil, and they had the studs in them so that you could just bolt the spacer to the hub and then put your wheel on them and never have to worry about it. So that's the reason I didn't do that, was because they're so expensive. But I was actually with Chris, my buddy, put his Instagram on the screen. You probably know him. I went to his house, we did some measurements, and we were like, 30 might be too big. And I was like, you know, you're probably right. I mean, if we get a 25, we can just slap it on the stud and we're good to go. So that's what we did. So I looked on Amazon, I found these for about 40 bucks, the 25 mil spacers. Slap them on, put the wheel on, you zip it up and you're good to go. So that's what these are. I test fit this one on the front. One, it clears. The problem is that when I turn the wheel, it snags on this little lip that's on the wide body kit, or the over fenders. So what I've got to do is cut around the entire arch, that lip off, and that way it'll kind of like, because right now it sits like it curls like this, and it hugs that lip and it pulls everything out. When I cut that, I'm going to cut it about right here so that it doesn't kind of have this hold anymore, and just kind of loosen up a little bit. So that way it'll be free. So I'm going to do that. So I need to go to Harbor Freight. The problem right now is that Harbor Freight isn't open for another 30 minutes. I think I sat here for way too long. I had a Pop-Tart for the first time in like 5 or 6 years, and it didn't feel too good. What kind of position is that? Hello. I'd rev it, but it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. It's Harbor Freight. Oh boy. Smacking this, I'm gonna do it. There we go. So the idea today was to get the wide body back on after I get everything done and put the new hardware on. Sadly, I went to Harbor Freight. I got a hand riveter for the well nuts. Apparently the size 6 was not M6, it was SAE 6. So that's not going back on. I tried Lowe's and Home Depot. Neither of them had the tool I needed. So I'm improvising. What I'm going to do first, since I have the tools available, I'm going to drill out the over fenders and then cut them where I need to cut them. If I have time today, I might prime the fronts, get them ready for paint, because I'm going to be painting them the color of the car. You ever just been through enough in a day to where you're just like, I can't anymore? That's pretty much where I'm at. These are apparently diamond blades, but how much of that I believe, I'm not really sure. I don't know how you can see it, but there's a little bitty lip right here. This piece right here is what I'm going to be cutting off. Now see, that should be enough. I might even cut a little bit more like this way. Alright, cool. get the spacer on. I'm gonna mock that up to the car. Because ultimately, I wanna make sure everything's gonna work right before I go and make any more changes. When I buy a home, my number one priority is the garage. That'll make it break it for me. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? And yes, that's enough for leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of As you can see, the front wheel comes out a lot farther than the back wheel. But when this sits up with the wide body, it's pretty close. So that's how far it sticks out. The stock body on this side. This is how far it sticks out on this side. Okay, a lot happened since the last time I picked up the camera. The spacer's on. I think you guys saw that. I've taken off the fender. I've cut the fender. But now I've adjusted the suspension. I'm gonna do a 1/2 inch in the front and a full inch in the rear. But I went and smoothed out this cut as good as I could, really. I didn't want to be here too long. Smoothed out the cut a little bit, and I clear coated it so that I can avoid some of the rust. I guess I had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost my style. Where were you when my heart was on the ground? At the time that you would stick around. All these times that stop, I came without. Woo! That's about all I'm going to do for today as far as recording. The wide body's not going to go back on yet, of course, because I don't have the tool to put it on or put the new hardware on. I'm going to go ahead and order some new hardware and the tool all at the same time, so that way we can put the fronts and the rears all done with hardware. That way I don't have to do these rivets anymore, because it's been a nightmare. So I'm going to go on Amazon real quick. I'm going to order everything, and I will make another video when I'm putting everything back together, because I'll probably have to paint too. So I'll go ahead and paint the fenders, show you guys that process in case you're wondering. Because doing that material is a little bit different than just painting regular plastic. You've got some steps to prep it. I think that's it. I'll pick it back up whenever I get everything in, and then I'll start putting all the pieces back together. So thank you all for watching. If you stayed to the end, I appreciate it. Leave a like, subscribe, you know the deal. Peace.